Shoutouts to the GOAT Wonder for giving me ideas. You the GOAT, bro. Alright, so genuinely, I think the biggest question to ask right now when it comes to Cobra Kai is what is going to happen to Cobra Kai itself? Now, I know that sounds a little bit confusing, but let me explain. In the most recent season of Cobra Kai, we saw how Robbie was done hating on Gianni, and basically his main reason for staying in Cobra Kai is sort of gone by this point. By next season, everyone is believing that Robbie will leave, which I do also believe to be the case since it's already been kind of implied that Robbie is going with Gianni to go and help Miguel. So this means Cobra Kai's strongest fighter is going to be gone, and I know what you guys might be thinking, oh, do you think Robbie might be able to go back to Cobra Kai after he helps Gianni? No. Because we already saw how Robbie clearly sees the Cobra Kai way to be not the right way. And just like how Daniel described it in Season 4, even if he wins, he still loses. And so, Cobra Kai's strongest fighter is going to be removed. And I think an even bigger question to ask now is, what will happen to Tori? Will Tori just leave the dojo due to Terry Silver cheating her and Robbie also leaving? Well, that is a good question. I think her leaving might just be the easy way out, as without Tori or Robbie, we really only have Kenny and Kyler left to pick up the pieces, which personally I don't think would work out too well. Tori will more than likely confront Silver about the loss, and maybe Silver would just act dumb, implying what she did wasn't cheating. And this is where the Quicksilver method comes into play, and this sort of helps Tori feel better about her win, as she simply couldn't catch any W's literally since she's gotten on the show. She cannot catch a break, and for once she finally can. Does she really want to ruin that? This would also provide a pretty good moral conflict for Tori, and this is a great arc after carrying on what was established in seasons 3 and 4. This would also provide conflict for Robbie, since not only is Tori his girl, but Kenny is also going to be wondering why he just left so suddenly. And speaking of Kenny, let's talk about the future and what is in store for him. Now, I believe Kenny along with Tori will be adopting the Quicksilver method, but Kenny for sure will just fall in the void rather than conflict with it like Tori is, due to him being filled with rage. The one person who helped him when no one was around now left him, and he's forced into a position to now step up. As you guys may or may not know, I believe Sean will also be joining Cobra Kai by Season 5 due to Kenny being there and feeling betrayed by Robbie, which will also help Kenny since he's not going to be feeling alone anymore. Instead, the brotherly duo will step up while Tori will stay as the strongest female for Cobra Kai, which honestly doesn't sound like a bad lineup for the Cobras. Now, let's talk about the more underrated characters of the Cobra Kai Dojo, specifically Kyler and Piper. Let's first start with Kyler. Now, people think Silver will just simply kick him out, and I don't believe that to be the case at all. Kyler is pretty loyal, and besides Kenny is probably the strongest one around, and now being capable of taking down the likes of Chris. He should definitely at least stick around long enough for maybe Silver to make this man even more insane, as Kyler is just basically the meathead of Cobra Kai. Instead of seeing Kyler as dead weight, which Kreese would probably see Kyler as if he was still around, but rather a potential wild card if he makes the right plays. I would like for Piper to also stay as well and have a little rivalry with Tori, which was briefly showcased in Season 4, along with maybe her trying to mess up Eli and Moon's relationship. Now, I know that sounds weird on paper, but just hear me out. I'm not saying have Piper make them break up. No, that is not what I'm saying. But we could have Piper tell Eli the stuff Moon said about him, but Moon can easily say how this was when Hawk was a menace, and this would overall just enhance the fact that Eli is not going to let his past define who he is now. No big fight or redemption moment for the GOAT, but just some solid moments that would just make you go, yeah, Eli is still that guy. And one last thing I would like to address is Kreese's absence, which Silver will just say how Kreese lashed out and said how he was going to make Stingray an example of how he feels if the students lost, which would basically make everyone be on the same page with, oh yeah, Kreese smells, f that guy. But this is where that Tori conflict I was talking about comes into play. Because I can for sure see Tori maybe visiting Kreese and getting the real scoop of what really happened, because her loyalty is mainly with Kreese. And honestly, just thinking about the conflict has me wondering, because it can really go either way. Genuinely, I don't know how this next season is going to go, but it sure is fun to tell you guys my predictions and also hearing your thoughts about it. Let me know down below what you guys believe is going to be happening next season for Cobra Kai. And with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going to be wrapping this video up. Thank you for watching. Don't worry guys, I actually do have a follow-up video, and I'm not going to be absent for 2 weeks. Trust me, we're going to be coming back with bangers. Have a nice rest of the day, everybody, and peace out.